what I like the most about them and our quarterback room is every day when we're going in there, they're ready to work. They want to work hard just like everybody else. So before practice, we get the meetings. We're all showing up early. And then after practice, whether it's recovery stuff, stretching, whatever it is, they're always in there with me doing the same stuff. So it's a group that wants to work and they want to get better. And I think they progressed a lot over the spring, and it was fun to see them do some things.
How was this spring different for you from a workload standpoint, from a knowledge standpoint, than last fall or even last spring? Can you kind of compartmentalize the growth that you've made over that time and your knowledge and understanding with the amount of work that you've done?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference was what I was focusing on. So last spring, it might have been, or maybe 2 springs ago, it might have been the plays. It might have been what routes people are running. And then last spring, it might have been more based off of the defenses and more coverage. And now I kind of have those 2 down, and I can just I can just focus on different things, and I can spend time not worrying about what our guys are doing, but about the defense.
This is a pretty good defense that you're able to go against. It returns a lot of players. That's got to be a huge benefit to you when you see going against 4 secondary players that have started games, experienced line. How does that help you when you know what is on the other side of the ball?
Yeah, I think that's huge. We have one of the best defenses in the country, and to be able to compete against them every day is big because we know that whoever we're facing, we face somebody better than them every single day.
Paul talks about the offseason being in 4 phases. Now at the end of phase 2, are you where you want to be heading into the summer conditioning? Do you feel like you could have done more this spring, or you go in feeling pretty confident in yourself and where you're at?
I know as far as the work I've put in and what I did every day, I know I did as much as I could have in the spring, and I'm not where I want to be. Obviously, nobody is. You're never going to be resting on what you did in spring ball, but I'm looking to improve on some of the things that I did now, and I feel good with where I'm at now, and I know there's a ton of room that I can grow.
Alex, the two quarterbacks that are behind you have never played in a college game. Obviously, you have to start somewhere. You were in that role last year. What type of confidence do you have in those guys? God forbid something happened that either one could come in. Like, what have you seen from them this spring?
Yeah, the biggest thing that I've been saying since the beginning of spring was that they're guys that work and they want to get better. So every single day I know that they're going to be trying as hard as they can to get everything down and get the reads down and get the plays down. And obviously, you're going to grow the more you play. So I've been around here a little bit longer than they have, but I feel like they did some great things this spring, and they're a group that loves to work. So that's what I like about them.
You're still a really young guy, and yet you're the oldest quarterback in the room. Have you tried to be more of a leader this spring, especially with those 2 guys as they're trying to learn?
I don't know if you can try to be a leader. Really, it's more just being yourself, and if you're a leader, it'll come out. But obviously, I've been in the offense longer than they have, so I might know some more things and be able to help them out. And I think we've done that a little bit this spring, and it's a little different being the oldest guy in the room. I was always the youngest or one of the youngest, so it's a different vibe, but I think we're embracing it.
When it comes to who's impressed you during the spring, off the top of your head?
The one big one was Nick Nelson. I told somebody earlier. I played against him every day last year when we were running our offense, and he was on scout team because he couldn't play. And he would be jumping routes. I just thought it was because he knew what route they were running, but he's still doing it right now, and it's not because he knows what route they're running. It's because his anticipation and his just natural ball skills. He's a great corner, and I can't wait to watch him play this fall.
When you have potential, when you have guys like Chris James and you have Quintez, Cephus, what do you see out of those 2 players and their potential heading into the fall?
Yeah, it was great to see Chris James come out, and I haven't seen him play much before this spring, but he made some great plays, especially in the open field. He can make some guys miss, and he's quick, so I feel great with him. And then Quintez Cephus, he's one of the guys I've been working with a ton all the time in the off season, but he's a guy that can go up and get it, and he didn't play too much in this game. Obviously, there wasn't too much that he was showcasing, but he's got some crazy talent. He's one of the best receivers I've ever thrown to here, anywhere. So I like throwing him a lot.
When it comes to Ty and getting reps with the first team, and Michael Dieter moving out, like what have you seen out of Tyler in that instance at center, and how different is it when it comes to and maybe his progression? How has he progressed? Now taking snaps at center with the first team.
Yeah, he's obviously taking a little bit different role. We had Dieter out of tackle and Tyler at center, so Tyler's done a great job stepping into that, and obviously Dieter's a guy that's been there, played that before, so he's helping him out a little bit. And Tyler's taking some steps on his own to grow too, and it's great to see.
One last